What if March 30th, 2025 is the day everything changes for you, Capricorn? A moment when the universe aligns, offering not just luck, but clarity, power, and breakthrough energy tailored to your journey. Capricorns are known for resilience, structure, and relentless ambition. But let's be honest, sometimes it feels like you're climbing and climbing, yet joy, balance, and true abundance stay just out of reach. Here's the truth. You're not stuck. You're misaligned. And there are 6 sacred numbers, rooted in Buddhist wisdom and cosmic timing, waiting to help you realign your energy and unlock your next level. These numbers aren't magic. They're tools. And when used with intention, they can shift everything. To kick off this journey, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new content packed with wisdom and transformation tips. And here's a little challenge to start shifting your energy right now. Comment below, "I welcome growth and harmony into my life." Because when you declare it, you begin to live it. Let this small action be the first step towards something extraordinary. Part 1. Why March 30th, 2025 is not just another day. Have you ever felt like something unseen was shifting? Like the air was heavier with meaning, the clock ticking a little louder than usual? Capricorn, your life has never been about shortcuts. You believe in discipline, strategy, and earning every inch of your success. But what if the universe is preparing to meet your effort halfway? And March 30th, 2025 is the day it happens. Astrologically, this date marks a rare alignment of grounded earth energy and transformational momentum, tailor-made for Capricorn. In numerology, it's a point of energetic clarity. In Buddhist thought, it's a gateway day, when spiritual maturity can open doors to material blessings. But here's the twist most people miss. This moment isn't just about getting lucky. It's about what happens when preparation meets timing, when your inner discipline syncs with cosmic permission, when your steady path intersects with sudden opportunity. On March 30th, the universe won't hand you success, but it will give you the map, the timing, and the tools. Your job? To show up with intention. This day is not random. It's a threshold moment, and how you walk through it will shape everything that comes next. Part 2. The real meaning behind lucky numbers. A number is never just a number. It's a vibrational code, a quiet signal from the universe, nudging you toward awareness, breakthrough, and transformation. For Capricorn, a sign grounded in logic and long-term planning, numbers may seem like data or coincidence. But in Buddhist teachings, numbers are far more than prediction tools. They're mirrors. They reflect your inner landscape and help you align with life's deeper flow. Each of the 6 numbers we'll explore today carries symbolic energy uniquely tuned to the Capricorn journey. They speak to growth beyond what feels safe, structure that brings stability, freedom from over-control, completion of long-standing patterns, balance between ambition and peace, creation of something lasting. But this isn't about memorizing meanings like a horoscope. We're going deeper. You'll hear real-life stories that show how these numbers show up in daily life. You'll get practical ways to apply their energy in finances, career moves, personal healing, and you'll uncover the emotional truths hiding behind each one. Because when you learn to read the numbers, you're not predicting the future. You're understanding your present and shaping what comes next with clarity and intention. Part 3. Number 5. The courage to break your routine. The message. It's time to shift your rhythm and rediscover your edge. Capricorn, you are the architect of stability. You thrive on routine, long-term goals, and tangible progress. Your strength lies in structure, but that very strength can also become your prison. Let's be honest. You may be doing everything right, showing up, working overtime, meeting expectations. But deep down, life may feel mechanical, predictable, even stale. That's where the number 5 comes in. It doesn't whisper. It shakes things up. In numerology, 5 represents freedom, movement, and purposeful disruption. It arrives when it's time to break the loop, breathe again, and choose aliveness over autopilot. I once worked with a Capricorn man named Kwang, a senior finance executive who had followed the same schedule for nearly 15 years. Wake up at 5, gym, emails, board meetings, dinner, sleep, repeat. He was respected, successful, but hollow inside. On his birthday, his daughter handed him a handmade card with the number 5 drawn in bold glitter. She said, "Let's do 5 new things this month, just for fun. No work allowed." That simple challenge cracked him open. They tried 5 things: salsa dancing, pottery class, a weekend trip without an itinerary, volunteering at an animal shelter, and writing music, something he hadn't done since college. One of those things stuck: songwriting. Fast forward a year, Kwang performs acoustic sets monthly at a local cafe. And he told me, "I still work hard, but now I also feel alive." How to apply the energy of 5. Introduce one new experience each week. It doesn't have to be big: a different walking route, a spontaneous call to a friend, or a new hobby. Say yes to controlled discomfort, that yoga class you've been eyeing, that invitation you usually turn down. Write 5 on a sticky note, or set a phone wallpaper with the number, a daily reminder that change starts with one brave choice. This isn't about abandoning structure. It's about refreshing your spirit within it. Affirmation. I welcome change with curiosity and courage. Every small step opens a new door. Capricorn, your path doesn't end where the map fades. Sometimes the most powerful progress happens when you let go of the script and trust that the unknown might be the very thing your soul has been craving all along. Part 4, number 8, the power of long-term focus. The message: slow, steady, secure. Capricorn, if there's one thing you understand deeply, it's the power of commitment. You don't chase overnight success. You build legacies. But even the strongest builders need reminders. Progress isn't just about persistence. It's about purposeful design. In Buddhist philosophy, the middle way teaches that balance is the true path. Not extremes, not burnout, not instant gratification. And the number 8 vibrates with that same wisdom. In numerology, 8 symbolizes structure, discipline, karma, and earned success. It's not fast, it's not flashy, but it is lasting. It reminds you, luck might open the door, but only discipline builds the house. Real talk for the Capricorn mindset. If you've been hustling non-stop, pouring energy into work, goals, and responsibilities, but still feeling stuck or under-rewarded, 8 invites you to pause, reassess, and refine your foundation. Many Capricorns grind so hard they forget to ask, am I building something or just staying busy? I once worked with a Capricorn client named Anne. Brilliant guy, tech engineer, non-stop work ethic. He told me, I'm always exhausted but can't slow down. I have dreams to build. But when we reviewed his life, he wasn't building. He was reacting, living paycheck to paycheck. No saving strategy, no time for health or creativity. So we created a plan, clear monthly financial goals, an emergency fund strategy. dedicated time blocks for wellness and reflection, a no-work zone on Sunday mornings. 12 months later, he had paid off debt, started investing, and bought his first home. He told me, "Number 8 taught me, it's not about doing more, it's about doing better." Practices to ground the energy of 8. Budget with purpose. Even saving $10 a month builds momentum. Track time like you track money. Your hours are investments. Say no to anything that distracts from your long-term vision. Review weekly. Are your actions today building your tomorrow? Affirmation. I build slowly, but I build forever. My patience creates power. Capricorn, the number 8 is your ally. It doesn't promise quick wins. It offers unshakable stability. And when you align your ambition with structure, success isn't just possible, it's inevitable. Remember, the tallest mountains don't rise overnight. They rise with quiet strength, inch by inch, just like you. Part 5. Number 6. The creative flame and sacred connection. The message. Creativity isn't a talent, it's a way of being. As a Capricorn, your strength often lies in structure, order, and logic. You plan, you build, you endure. But amid all that productivity, it's easy to forget. You're not just a doer, you're a creator. The number 6 arrives as a gentle yet powerful reminder. Creativity doesn't ask for perfection, it asks for presence. It's not something you earn, it's something you already carry within you. It lives in the way you solve problems, set a dinner table, or reimagine your future when plans fall apart. Creativity isn't just art, it's how your soul speaks. Let me tell you about Luca, a retired architect from Milan, Italy, a Capricorn to the core, always detail-focused, always in control. After retirement, he felt blank. No meetings, no blueprints, no deadlines, just silence. One day, while clearing out his basement, he stumbled upon his old camera, untouched since the 1980s. He dusted it off, walked the narrow streets of Florence, and started taking black and white photos of doors. Yes, just doors. A neighbor suggested he post the collection online. 6 months later, he was invited to exhibit his 100 Italian Doors series at a small gallery in Florence. Luca didn't plan to become an artist, but when he reconnected with creativity, it gave new meaning to the life he had carefully built. Another story, healing through music in Austria. Sophie, a Capricorn nurse in Salzburg, Austria, had spent decades caring for others. After a long burnout, she signed up for a community violin class, something she'd only dreamed of as a child. She struggled at first, but within a year she was playing Mozart with a local quartet in weekend concerts. "I'm still a caregiver," she said, "but now I also create beauty." That's the energy of number 6, reconnection through creation. How to activate the power of 6. Begin a creative ritual, journaling, cooking without a recipe, dancing alone to your favorite playlist. Visit museums, walk through forests, read poetry. Surround yourself with inspiration. Join a painting class, a choir, or a photography group. Co-creation multiplies your joy. You don't need to be good, you just need to show up. Creativity isn't about results, it's about being fully alive. Affirmation. I create with love, connect with purpose, and express my truth freely. Capricorn, you've mastered the art of building from the outside in. Now it's time to create from the inside out. Because when the structure meets soul, your life becomes not just efficient, but also extraordinary. Part 6. Number 22. The Master Builder's Vision. The message. Think big, act daily. Capricorn, you already carry the essence of a builder. You don't just dream, you draft plans. You don't just wish, you work. But when the number 22 appears in your life, it's not just a reminder of what you're capable of. It's a call to go bigger, not in speed, but in scope. In numerology, 22 is a master number. It combines the emotional depth of 2 with the grounded power of 4, the number of foundations, structure, and form. It's often called the master builder, because it doesn't just dream for today, it builds for generations. Capricorn already knows how to solve problems and manage tasks. But 22 asks something more. Don't just fix things, create something that will live long after you're gone. In Lisbon, Portugal, I met a Capricorn named Paulo, a civil engineer by trade, but someone who constantly felt stuck in maintenance mode. Projects would start, stall, and fizzle. Even with his talent, he couldn't find fulfillment. One afternoon in a cafe overlooking the Tagus River, he told me, "I want to build more than bridges. I want to build belonging." He opened up about his childhood, growing up poor, often excluded, always working hard to prove himself. That night he wrote down one dream he'd never spoken aloud. Build a safe center for disadvantaged youth, a space to teach, guide, and feed them. That was his vision, and for the first time in years, his work had meaning again. Now, 3 years later, Paulo is leading a community initiative in a low-income district, building a youth hub brick by brick, mentoring teenagers who remind him of his younger self. How you can harness the energy of 22. Write down your most audacious dream, the one that scares and excites you. Don't filter it. Let it breathe. Break it into steps, monthly, weekly, even daily goals. Create a vision wall or journal entry. Keep the dream visible. Touch it often. Act consistently. Greatness isn't built in bursts, but in steady repetition. Whether your dream is to build a business, write a book, open a sanctuary, or reshape your family legacy, 22 is here to remind you, it's all possible. Affirmation. I am a builder of legacies. My dreams become real through steady action. Capricorn, your life isn't just about personal success. It's about impact. When you align discipline with vision, effort with soul, you don't just build things. You build meaning. You build truth. You build the future. Part 7. Number 14. The sacred balance of work and life. The message. You're not a machine. You're a human soul. Capricorn, no one works harder than you. You carry responsibilities like armor. You lead. You build. You endure. And somewhere along the way, you started believing that rest must be earned. That unless you're producing, you're wasting time. But the number 14 enters not as a command, but as a compassionate reminder. You don't have to earn rest. You just need to remember who you are without the to-do list. In numerology, 14 symbolizes balance, especially between spiritual and material realms. It asks, what good is success if your soul is running on empty? Let me tell you about Clara, a Capricorn entrepreneur from Lyon, France. She owned 2 boutiques, managed 10 employees, and cared for her aging father. Her calendar was color-coded, her inbox always 0, but her spirit? Completely drained. During a coaching session, I asked her, when was the last time you felt joy? Not accomplishment, but joy. She paused, and tears welled up. So we created what I call the 14 rule, 14 minutes a day, just for her. Not for business, not for anyone else, just presence. She chose to spend those 14 minutes sipping tea on the balcony without her phone. Some days she listened to Chopin. Other days she wrote one sentence in her journal. After 3 weeks, she told me, I'm still busy, but now I feel human again. Her sales improved. Her employees noticed she smiled more. Her life didn't slow down, but her soul caught up. Practices to reclaim balance with 14. Block off 14 minutes a day. No work, no screens, no obligations. Just breathe, walk, nap, read, stretch, or stare at the sky. Check in weekly. Am I operating from inspiration or obligation? Use the number 14 as your inner compass. Place it on your mirror or lock screen to remind yourself that rest is productive. Balance doesn't mean equal time. It means honoring both the climb and the pause. Affirmation. I honor both effort and ease. My energy is sacred. Capricorn, your power doesn't come from constant motion. It comes from alignment, from knowing when to push forward and when to sit back and listen. Let number 14 guide you home, not to another goal, but to yourself. Because the version of you that's rested, nourished, and present, that's the most powerful builder of all. Part 8. Number 10. Completion and the courage to begin again. The message. Every ending holds a new beginning. Capricorn, you are known for your unwavering commitment to goals, people, systems, and timelines. You honor structure. You don't give up easily. And yet, sometimes the bravest thing you can do is let go. The number 10 arrives when a chapter is complete. Maybe it's the end of a job, a long-term role you've played, a relationship, or even an identity you've outgrown. Whatever it is, something has served its purpose, and now life is inviting you to begin again. In numerology, 10 is the cycle breaker, the moment where experience turns into wisdom and endings become fertile ground for something new. Capricorn, you're not meant to live in repetition. You're meant to evolve, to build anew, with deeper clarity. Let me tell you about Elin, a Capricorn woman from Stockholm, Sweden. For 35 years, she worked as a senior accountant. Reliable, efficient, respected. She raised 2 children, kept her home immaculate, and planned every detail of her life. But the day she retired, she confessed, "I feel proud, but I don't know who I am without the deadlines." That's the energy of 10. She didn't fall apart. She reassembled. Elin joined a local meditation circle, then a nature photography group. She took solo trips to the forests of Dalarna and began documenting her inner reflections alongside images of trees, rivers, and birds. 6 months later, she self-published a small photo journal called Still Growing. Her message? Even at the end of something, I am not finished. I am only changing form. How to use the energy of 10 in your life. Acknowledge what's ending. You don't have to rush it. Just name it. This chapter is closing. Practice compassionate closure. Whether it's a habit, role, or belief, let it go with grace, not guilt. Set a new intention, not a 5-year plan, just one small soul-led action. Something that feels like you now, not you then. Endings can feel empty, but they're actually sacred space for rebirth. Affirmation. I release with gratitude. I begin with trust. Capricorn, number 10 is here to remind you. The past is not your identity, and the future doesn't require certainty, only courage. What awaits you now isn't a blank slate. It's a rich, open field, ready to be planted with your next, truest season. Capricorn, this journey wasn't just about numbers. It was about awakening. From the freedom of 5, the structure of 8, the creativity of 6, the vision of 22, the balance of 14, to the rebirth of 10. Each number is a compass pointing inward, not toward luck you stumble into, but toward the clarity, strength, and purpose that already live inside you. These aren't lottery numbers. They're soul codes, guiding you to align your ambition with meaning, your effort with ease, and your journey with joy. Because true abundance doesn't come from chasing what's outside. It comes from trusting your inner rhythm, listening to the universe's whispers, and taking the next step, one intentional choice at a time. Now it's your turn. Which number spoke loudest to your heart? What one action will you take this week to honor its message? Comment below and declare it. Let the universe and your own soul know. I am ready to build, to release, and to rise. If this message stirred something in you, like this video, subscribe and share it with a fellow Capricorn who's ready for more. The universe isn't waiting. March 30th, 2025 is your moment. Make it count.